is you talk about marking. Is there a difference between what I call engraving in my world and marking in your world?
Marking and engraving are used interchangeably in the industry.
Wanted to make
Generally,
sure.
generally, marking in our world, especially in the Galvo world, less so with organics on gantry machines, but in the Galvo world, marking would refer to some type of like anneal or oxidizing of the surface where we're not actually ablating and removing material, whereas engraving would be ablation, right? We're actually removing material from the surface. So that's that's my kind of rule of thumb on that, but everybody speaks differently. They're always used interchangeably and there's no consistency. So
This is why I started laser focused, because everybody's talking and they mean the same thing or they use different words, and it's like,
yeah, so there's that explanation that I just gave, and then in the sales world and the business world, for the most part, from what I have seen, is that there are two classes of machines. There are laser marking machines and laser cutting machines. So you'll find a fiber laser marking machine, which is suggesting that it is not to be used to cut things, right? Or you'll see a CO2 laser cutter, which is like, hey, this is literally for cutting plywood, and we actually use a lot of CO2 laser cutters for marking, and people definitely use fiber lasers for cutting, even though it's not good, but they do it. And so again, it's used interchangeably, but there's different connotations to the terms that they're using when marketing their products, domestically and overseas. So it depends on, again, who you're talking to and what time of day it is. There's definitely some rules in my head about it, but I think everybody's going to think about those differently.